Hey guys, in the last video we talked about how to externalize microservice properties to centralized Spring config server. In this video we're going to talk about service discovery. When you have multiple microservices, we have to figure out a way how they can find each other to talk to. So Spring Eureka, it's a wrapper for Netflix Eureka. It's a service registry. All the microservices register themselves with Eureka so they can talk to each other. So let's take a look and see how we can implement this. The first thing is you want to go to Spring Initializer website. You want to download 3 projects. One is for a Eureka service. All this needs is Eureka server. Download that. Next one is you need some kind of test microservice to talk to other test microservice. So let's call it test server maybe. This would be just a regular microservice with Eureka discovery. It needs Eureka discovery, not Eureka server. And then you need web. Get that. And with the same dependencies, get one more test client microservice. So once you have them, import them into your favorite IDE. So I got them in my IntelliJ. So let's take a look. So this would be the Eureka service. So once you downloaded the projects from the Spring Initializer website, you have to do a couple of changes. Very simple changes. First thing you have to do is go to your main class, add this annotation, enable Eureka server. Once you're done, go to your application properties, add these things here. I'm gonna link at the bottom in the description, link to my Git repo and my blog, so you can get the code and all these configurations from there as well. So the first thing is you want to give some kind of name to your application and where you want this microservice to, this Eureka service to run, server port. When this comes up, it's going to try to register itself. So we want to prevent that. So that's why we added these 2 lines here and turn the logs off when it's doing this. So that's all it is. Once you have that, your Eureka service is ready to go. So let's start this. Let me open the browser meanwhile. Alright, so the server is up. So we are running this on 8761. Let's go to localhost 8761. You should see it up. So you see that the Eureka is up and running now. It has a lot of different metrics and things like that. But at the moment, there are no instances. There are no microservices registered with Eureka. So we're gonna start a couple of microservices and see how they can talk to each other through Eureka. So let's open this project here. So it's a simple microservice. In this one, all you have to do is basically you have to add this annotation. This is enable discovery client. If you remember, for the Eureka service itself, we said enable Eureka server. For this one, it's different annotation, which is enable discovery client. So once you're done with that, you go to your create an application YAML file. It doesn't come with the project template. You just download it. So go to application YAML and add this. So basically all you're saying is, hey, I am service A, that's my name, and run me at 8080. Yes, register me with the Eureka. And they're providing where the Eureka is. We're running on 8761 if you remember. We're running this on 8761, that is the Eureka service. That's all it is. So once you have that, just start the the project, the application. Once it comes up, you should see the service A, this name, on Eureka. Right, I think it's up. So let's go here and refresh. All right, so you see service A. Let's do one more microservice with a different name. So this would be that. So this is exactly same thing in the application YAML file. You give it a service B and you specify different port. So you have two microservices running with two different names at two different ports. So, and let's start this. Once this comes up, you should see it in Eureka. All right, this is up. So let's refresh this. You should see two services. So you see service B now. So service A and service B. So now let's make them talk to each other with the service names. As you can see, there are no port names here, which gives you an abstraction. So it makes it easy for you to just find other microservices, regardless of where they are, at which port they're running, through just by service name. So let's go to the test client here. I added this one here just to test this, just a REST controller, and I add REST template, and then you add, so basically this REST endpoint is gonna call, this is service B, it's gonna call service A. As you can see in the URL, there is no port in the URL. That's the main thing here. This name is same as here on Eureka. So basically this is gonna get this service from Eureka, and it's gonna call the endpoint, this endpoint on service A. So it's gonna call contact endpoint on service A, and it's gonna give us output back to us. So I added this REST endpoint in service B, which is gonna call service A once it finds the service name through Eureka. So let's go to the service A. So this is the endpoint that we're calling from here. All it's gonna say is, hey, I'm service A. Congratulations, you contacted me through Eureka. So let's go to open our browser, localhost, the endpoint here, contact server. I think we're running on 8081. Okay, localhost 8081 contact server. This is it. Yeah. So it contacted service A, and we got the output back from service A. Service A, congratulations, you contacted me through Eureka. So that's coming from service A. So basically it shows us one microservice contacting the other microservice using just service name that is in Eureka. There, as you can see, there is no port here. So that's the abstraction that's going to make it easy for microservices to talk to each other. I'm going to add more links in the description below. Take a look later, and you can get the code from there.